Good day guys, OGST, and in this one today I have got some very special news. You know, we had these little tiny NES and Super Nintendo Minis, and one thing that everybody has been dreaming of ever since is a Nintendo 64 version. Well, I think that Nintendo will never release that, and I'll give you my views and options about that later in this video. But something that has happened is the fan scene have jumped all over it, people are making magic, and in this video today, I'm going to show you exactly what that magic is. I bring to you Nintendo 64 Mini. Not so long back, I brought to you a video. It was for the ODROID XU4, an awesome single board computer which can basically play everything that the Raspberry Pi can play, but a lot better and a lot more systems. Basically, it's like a Raspberry Pi on roids. That thing is absolutely awesome. Now, the great thing about the Raspberry Pi itself is that the amount of support that it's got. It's got a community that basically programs the ass off it. So if there's a system that is possible to run on there, it is running on there. Also, on top of that, you've got third-party support bringing you cases, such as the NES case, such as, I can't even think, all the different Super Nintendo cases. Basically, third-party support is flying off for that. The thing is, the ODROID, because it's so new and fresh, third-party support hasn't really come out. So yep, you've got the ODROID Retro Arena team putting all the software into place, putting all the front ends into place, making it so you can enjoy all these games and push it even further. But the one thing that's been lacking, for me anyway, is a decent case. So on my wish list was some kind of retro computer case to put all this kind of stuff in, to make it, for me, the ultimate of little tiny mini gaming console. Something that can play literally everything and play it damn well, and more importantly, look good whilst doing it. Now, in the description down below, you will see a link and it will guide you to this place here. This is the Hard Kernal website, a place where you can virtually buy everything for your ODROID. Something that's just been released on there is this. It's the OGST Gaming Console Kit for the XU4. Oh my god, I have never seen anything, especially for the first attempt for somebody making something like this. They've pretty much nailed it and gone far beyond. This is a mini console, obviously shaped to more or less mimic the Nintendo 64. Awesome. The good thing about the ODROID is that it plays Nintendo 64 and it plays it pretty damn well, something that the Raspberry Pi can't do. So there hasn't really been a case for that kind of stuff. We now have the Nintendo 64 Mini. Now, the great thing is, this case not just looks like it, it actually improves the XU4. There's still a screen on the front, it's actually a screen. According to the website, you can, well, it says it's a fancy 2.4 LCD to show programmable game logo animation. What I would like to do is know exactly what I can do with that puppy, because for those of you who've been into arcade building and stuff like that, to have a secondary screen that you can program is basically pushing things even further. Now, when you're doing it through the PC, you can have things such as game art, box logos, actual marquees or anything along those lines to give you that added feel of what you're playing. So as you flick through the systems, it tells you what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that that's what it can do, especially not at this point, but to have the option to have that screen on there, absolutely awesome. The great thing about all this is 24 bucks. 24 bucks for this little case. Now, don't just stop there. Let's scroll down. This is the case, top and bottom. As you can see, we've got decent ventilation. We've got the 4 USB ports, something that is an awesome addition, because one of the flaws of the ODROID is you've got 2 USB 3.0s on there, and you've got 1 USB 2.0. Now, that's not a bad thing, but by the time you plug in a keyboard, by the time you plug in, I don't know, a wired controller, or because of its lack of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, a dongle for all that kind of stuff, it does start taking up your USBs. To have one split into 4, that opens up so many more options and saves you the hassle of actually putting in some kind of, I don't know, USB dongle or something like that to give you more of those options. So scroll down even further. This is the little puppy here that gives you the screen and the added USBs. It comes with all the cables and everything that you need to put it together, but it doesn't just stop there. Oh my god, this thing just gets better and better. Scroll down to the bottom. This. Boom, boom, boom. Now, inside the case, because it's of a size, let's scroll down even further. See the guys all playing here? Enjoying Mario Kart 4? Enjoying Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64? Something that you can do, which is awesome on the ODROID. If you look at the screen, yeah, it's illuminated. If you look at the size of it, it's just a little bit bigger, I would say, than one of the mini consoles from Nintendo. So you are getting a little bit bigger in size, but it is still very much a mini console. The great thing is that the USB 3.0 drives can actually fit inside the case itself. So everything that it can run can be put into here. There is no need for a massive SD card. If you're not into, you know, plugging your USB externally into your mini consoles, it all fits inside the box. So basically what you're getting is a Nintendo 64 with the ability to plug in an external hard drive inside the box itself without any hassle whatsoever. It's actually been made for that and gives you the leads to do it. So there's no modding or anything like that. This basically ticks every box. It's there, ready to rumble. From the looks of it, you just screw in your ODROID itself, smash in a USB drive, and then you've got all the connectors and everything along the front. Everything's put into place. So even someone like me, who's not very good at soldering and putting all that kind of stuff together, it's done for me. And to be honest, with it being just a simple shell, you could probably mod it even further. This has just blown my back doors off in a wild, crazy way that I shouldn't say that on the internet. But it has. It is absolutely awesome. The kind of... everything just seems to, I don't know, tick all the boxes. The way they've gone about this is absolutely unbelievable. I'll put links in the description down below to this website so you can check it out yourself. I'd like to have some feedback from you guys of, you know, do you know about this? Have you heard about it? As far as I'm aware, it was literally released today. Now, something that I would say is I've purchased one already, of course. Me, living in the UK, I got stung for tax and shipping. Now, it's 24 bucks, and it is legitimately 24 bucks, but for me in the UK, I think it brought it up to $42, which is, to be honest, quite extortionate. But considering what you get for that 42 bucks, I'm willing to splash out on it. I did get into contact with the makers of this, the Hard Kernal guys, to ask them some questions and things like that to do with the screen, what you can push it to, if there's any options we've got available to you, just basically any kind of information that I can trickle through to you guys to give you a heads up. Obviously, until I get the actual hardware, I can't really comment other than what's on the website itself. The guys over at the Hard Kernal, I was basically speaking to the saleswoman. She's got no idea what's going on with the actual kit herself. It was like pulling teeth sending emails to her, but she was friendly, she was awesome, and yeah, my shipment's all there. I did pay for it myself, even though I probably could have blagged one. So with this, it's going to take, what, I think she said 3 to 4 weeks by the time it gets to me with the shipping and all that kind of stuff. They are shipped from Korea, as far as I'm aware. So, you know, open the box carefully. But I would say that I need to do something for this. So within them 3 to 4 weeks, I'm going to start work. I'm going to put together a emulation station theme to go with this. So as soon as this box arrives, I can basically throw in my ODROID, smash in a USB 3.0, and then what I'm going to do is theme it to Nintendo 64. So the whole thing actually matches as it would do. I haven't got no idea how I'm going to do it yet, but you know me, I'll pull something out the bag, and it is going to match the actual Nintendo 64 vibe or feel, as you would say. I want everything to be exactly as I would imagine a Nintendo 64 Mini. I personally don't think there was ever going to be one released by Nintendo. I would love it, but I think sensibly, the amount of power in the processor that it would need to actually output Nintendo 64 games, and also they would have to release, I don't know, the code in a way for actually getting some of those games working. Plus, many of the titles which people love in the Nintendo 64 are actually licensed to different developers, which means that it would be an absolute nightmare for them to get, you know, the rights to actually publish them on something like that. And then you've got the added thing of the controllers, the worth of bomb. So I think they could do it, but I think that the money that it would cost, I think that it price themselves out of it. Does that make any sense? You know, anyway, your views, put them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear back from that kind of stuff. Also, like I said, I'm going to build a image to go with this. No ROMs or anything like that. It's basically just going to be a theme that you can put onto your ODROID. And then, like I said, because you can put a USB 3.0 drive on there, you've got the option then of just loading everything up. There's no need for loaded images or anything like that. You just plug your hard drive in and you're good to go. Oh, 3 weeks can't come fast enough, I tell you. But like I said, I'm going to release this all together once it is here with all the information. If I get any updates, I'll put them on channel. And, well, I am excited by this because I've been dreaming for this day for a long time. Not only have they brought my dream come true, but they've also added things I never expected, such as the little screen on the front. God knows what we can do with that, but you know what it's like in the modding scene. We love all this stuff. So anyway guys, I've waffled on enough. Again, links for everything that I've talked about is in the description down below, plus a video showcasing what the ODROID can do. Please like, please subscribe, please do all the things that you could ever imagine in this wonderful world where random people make stuff like this and my dreams come true. But most of all, you guys have a good day. Laters!